Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to 2P Press Start. I'm your host, GiantKiller, and today we're proud to present episode 28 of our top 5 Hearthstone plays of the week. Now let's get right into the action with number 5. Our number 5 play this week was a submission from Dr. Death, and it features ISmashThings on Warrior up against Wizard RG on Rogue in some ranked action. And in this play, ISmashThings is hoping to pull a rabbit out of his hat before Wizard gets his Miracle Rogue shenanigans off the ground. SmashThings starts out by dropping a Warsong Commander, which will give charge to any subsequent minions played with 3 attack or less. He follows that up with a Bloodsail Raider, which gets charged before being buffed up to a 7/3 thanks to the Arcanite Reaper. He swings in with the Pirate, then drops a Dread Corsair for free thanks to the Axe. Next, he attacks with the Corsair before bouncing it back to his hand with a Youthful Brewmaster, which also swings in for 3. Finally, he replays the free Corsair and melts the Wizard with a second swing from the Pirate and a 5 damage chop from the Arcanite Reaper. This week's number 4 play was a submission from Dino R, and it features Ponkie on Druid up against Lona Wolf on Hunter in some ranked action. And Ponkie's getting dangerously low on life against a Hunter opponent, so he wants to finish off Lona Wolf this turn. Unfortunately, while he's got a Savage Roar in hand to do the job, he's got nothing in play that could survive the explosive trap he's expecting. So, in a clever use of his Keeper of the Grove, Ponkie silences his own Bane Bloodhoof to remove the Hunter's Mark, bringing it back up to 5 health. Then he triggers the correctly predicted explosive trap, buffs up his board with Savage Roar, and swings in for the kill. Our number 3 clip this week was a submission from Selene G and others, and it features Hysteria on Shaman up against a rogue opponent whose name ends in Roni, so we'll just call him Rogue-a-Roni. And in this play, which we're affectionately titling All Hands on Deck, Hysteria is setting sail for booty and plunder and one of his trademark over-the-top one-turn kills. He starts out by dropping a South Sea deckhand, which gains charge thanks to Hysteria's Axe. He then buffs it up to a Brigand of Blackbeardian proportions with back-to-back Rockbiter weapons and a Wind Fury. Next, a second pirate joins this festival of conviviality as Hysteria clones his buffed deckhand with a Faceless Manipulator. The terrible twosome allows Hysteria to swashbuckle his way to victory with 4 swings for a total of 32 damage. And this week's number 2 clip was a submission from Olivier P, and it features Frozze on Druid up against Minipera on Druid, and it's shot from Minipera's point of view. So far, the game's been pretty even heading into turn 4, but that's when Minipera decides to call down the storm, summoning the mighty Millhouse Manastorm, who will make all of Frozze's spells next turn free. On his turn, Frozze politely accepts Minipera's invitation to make it rain. He starts out with a free swipe to kill off the Petulant Gnome. Frozze follows that up with a coined-out Druid of the Claw in cat form for charge. Next, he casts a free Force of Nature, using one of the Treants to kill off Minipera's other Taunter, and follows that up with another free Force of Nature. Then he buffs up his completely full board with a free Savage Roar. Frozze then proceeds to give Minipera the lumber, swinging in with his Forest of Angry Treants, along with the rest of his buffed-up board for the turn 4 win. Our number 1 clip this week was a submission from Joshua A, and it features Yauhoman in a Mage Mirror match up against Avalon, and it's shot from Avalon's point of view. And as we join this play in action, you'll notice that Avalon is exactly 1 turn away from victory here, as he shores up his defenses with an Ice Block and burns Yauhoman down to well within Pyroblast range using a Fireball. That means for Yauhoman to have a chance, he's going to have to find some way around the Ice Block and win this turn. Yauhoman starts out by triggering the Ice Block with a Fire Blast. He then buffs up Avalon's Acolyte of Pain with a Nightmare, making it a 6/6. An attack from his own Acolyte of Pain causes Avalon to draw a card, leaving him with just 4 left in his deck. A punch from the Harvest Golem forces another draw. And then, just when the Acolyte thought it was safe to fall asleep, a second Nightmare makes the Acolyte up to an 11/9, allowing it to survive 2 more hits from the Water Elemental, and then Ysera, forcing Avalon to draw 2 more cards. Finally, Alexstrasza finishes off the Acolyte, and with it, Avalon's deck. Then, after some fancy Ysera and Ragnaros pyrotechnics, the mandatory card draw on Avalon's turn deals him 1 point of fatigue damage, giving Yauhoman the win. And for our bonus clip this week, we bring you Wrathproof Underpants. This bonus clip was submitted by Ken P and others, and it features Masan on Warlock up against Boss on Paladin in some ranked action. And in this clip, Boss has managed to work Masan down to just 1 life, and he's hoping to seal the kill with an Avenging Wrath. But he somehow manages to whiff all 8 shots, giving Masan the win. And that's it for episode 28. Thanks so much for watching and supporting our show. Of course, we're always looking for more great Hearthstone plays to showcase on the series, so if you're interested in submitting a play, please stop by 2ppressstart.com and hit the Submit a Play link for instructions on how to submit a play into the running for next week's episode. And finally, if you enjoy our shows and want to help 2P Press Start grow, please click on that subscribe button to join the always growing and always awesome 2P Press Start family. And we'll keep bringing you more great Hearthstone content right here on 2P Press Start.